what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now this defense for the Jags, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Jaguars at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10.
Hey.
Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Go, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin this. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Now McCarthy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air with McCarthy. His throw incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a 1st down. They run it with Chandler. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too. Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade American.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rip, 23.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
And that, boy, a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Here's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Etienne will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Hey.
One more time with Etienne. And this time he is in. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Read a 44. Read a 54. Fred.
Now Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before break. McCarthy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Vikings nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne down to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Lisa 24.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, easy,
They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
Hey.
Lawrence. Trying to improvise. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Take right open.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. That finds the former Raven, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's 3rd and 7.
11.
Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Powell on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
This a quick pass to Davis. Past the 20. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
To try again after the sack, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's Chandler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time.
There he goes, left side. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Please at 24.
On the end around, this is Thomas. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
He lets one go deep for Addison. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Now Chandler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
That is caught, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean,